I feel paralyzed.
Yo, what's up guys? So in the last Mage Tower run I did, I said if I try this again, I would go for the full-on Raest burn strat and see how that went, and it turns out it's actually a lot easier than what I did, I think. It's gonna depend on how good your gear is, I think. I have decent stats, I had pretty high haste for this. But all in all, I found it less stressful and the fight was a lot shorter. So I ended up doing it in like 4 minutes and like 40 seconds, I think, so pretty quick. The talents I ran for this that I thought were the best were Fortress of the Mind, Body and Soul, obviously, Twist of Fate, and we also ran Psychic Horror for the stuns on Cram if he ever got close. And we also ran Spirits. I think you could run Shadow Crash here if you wanted to use that. I think if I were to run Shadow Crash, I would personally just use it on the Grasp from the hands for that extra burst damage on them. We also still stuck with Void Torrent, using those on the hands. And then the other talent that we switched up was Hungering Void, sorry. And I think you could run Surrender to Madness still, really up to you. I just want to get more single target damage on Raest with my Void Bolts. But yeah, so to start the fight, you're not going to want to use anything too huge when you're just fighting Cram alone, because you're going to want to save it for their burn phase. I end up pre-popping drums leading into the Raest burn, and then I popped everything as soon as I started the fight with him. And I got him actually pretty low here, as you can tell. I got him to 60% before he phased over back to fighting Cram. I think that's pretty good. If you're around 65, I think that's also pretty good. Yeah, it's just going to come down to your gear, I believe. And also just procs. So we're still going to be using Void Torrent here on the hands. And then on the second set of hands, we'll use our Silence if needed. I think I needed it for all of them because I didn't have too much burst damage. And also, this time around, I didn't touch any of the Shadow Fiends. So I believe they kept up the whole time. I didn't kill a single one. Last time around I was using Searing Nightmare to kill them. I thought it was going to be a lot more stressful than it was, because I thought with like a bunch of ads it would have been hectic. Turns out it's actually not that bad. You're just running circles and kiting them the whole time. And the other tip I have, I mentioned in the last video, but I'm pretty certain of it now, is that when you're fighting Raest in this next phase and he's stealing those soaking orbs, I'm pretty certain they have a fixed spawn and they only spawn on this northern side of the map, like where I'm standing now. So if you wanted to just get a free soak without having to deal with any of the ads before those spawn, I would pull the ads towards the southern side of the map. That way you just run to the soak when they spawn. Also, I would still get 2 hand grasp in that second phase. That way you get your cooldowns back, like mine just came back, and I'm able to burn Raest again in the next burn phase. If you don't do that, you won't have the burst damage on this second phase. Yeah, just through 2 burst phases, we were able to give him the 35%. And because I'm running Twist of Fate now, he's in that kind of execute area. So now I'm just like pretty much just draining him down. I don't have too much damage anymore, so sadly I will have to deal with these hands. I think I end up dealing with 3 of them in the final phase. But you want to make sure that you're still dotting Raest. The nice thing this time around, is that I didn't touch Cram at all here. Yeah, like the ads and Cram never get touched at all, so we're just going full Zug, and it worked pretty well. I thought it was, like I said, I thought it was going to be stressful, but it really wasn't. The only thing that's stressful about this way around is dealing with the hand still, because we didn't have Surrender to Madness, which I was using last time for them, but Void Torrent and Silence worked pretty well. Also, if Explosion's going to go off, and you don't have the damage and you don't have a kick to deal with them, just use Dispersion to soak that explosion, and then you'll be able to kill it after that goes off, and it won't be too bad. But yeah, no, the fight's pretty much over. I mean, it was a quick one. 4 minutes and 40 seconds is probably like twice as fast as my last pull. I'm not too sure, but it seemed pretty quick and it wasn't stressful at all. Graham is still moving pretty slow. If he ever got towards me, I would just use my Psychic Core or my Fear. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully this helped you out. And if it did, leave a like and let me know what you guys think in the comments if there's a better strat, and I'll give it a shot. But yeah, thanks for watching.